Hi guys, today I want to make little earrings that are like this, Christmas tree earrings. So I thought it would be nice to do just one little Christmas tutorial on the beginner beadings page. For this you will need a 0.02 millimeters nylon thread, and you need about, well, a quarter of an arm span wide is enough. Maybe a little more. To start with, you also need some 3mm Swarovskis, 12 to start with. You need some 6mm bugles and some seed beads, a little bigger. I got 9/0 here, but you can also use the 8/0. And I got some silver seed beads, Miyuki 11/0, to go with that also. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with putting our thread, of course, on the needle, and we're going to start with, let me get that a little closer. I'm going to start off with a seed bead 11/0, a bugle 6mm, two 3mm Swarovskis, and another bugle. And then we're going to take this all the way to the end of our thread, but not too far. Leave some thread left over. Get that a little bit down to the end. You just need enough thread so you can later on put your needle on there. And then we're going to go across our threads into the first seed bead that we put on there and pull that through. Now you got like a little triangle like this. Okay, so next we're going to put on an 11/0 seed bead, a bugle, and two Swarovskis, and we're going to go into the second bugle on this side, on the right side. So we're going to pull that through and just hold that tight. And now go through that second seed bead 11/0 that you just put on there. So just pull that out wide like that and just put that in there to make that easier. And then pull everything together again. There, now you got two seed beads on there and three bugles. So we're going to pick up another seed bead, another bugle, and two Swarovskis. And we're going to go into the third bugle right here. And then again, we're going to go into that seed bead. And if that's a problem, just pull it out like that and go in there. And pull everything tight. Like that. So now we're going to do that 2 more times. Seed bead, bugle, and 2 Swarovskis into the last bugle that you just put on there. And into that seed bead. Now we got 1 bugle left. So we're going to pick up a seed bead and the last bugle and 2 more Swarovskis. I'm going to go into that last bugle we just added right there, and again into that seed bead. Pull that through. And now we're going to pick up with the end thread, we're going to pick up a seed bead, put that over our fingers, and cross our threads in there. And now that Make sure that that is crossed correctly. There's no twists. I got a little twist here. If there's a little twist, just do it again. Or try to untwist it somehow. There. So, we got that done. And now my thread is on this side, but I want it on the other side. So I'm just gonna flip that the other way, like that. And now I'm going to go straight across to the other bugle, go in there with my thread, and I'm going to pick up the last two Swarovski bicones, and I'm going into this bugle, and I'm going through that middle seed bead again here, and I'm going down the bugle again like that, and I'm going to pull everything tight. And now you're basically on the side where the Swarovskis are. So we're going into the first little Swarovski, 3mm, right there. And just keep that other thread really tight. And pick up a seed bead, 9/0. You can use any color you like. I got green here, a little light green, and just pull it through. But don't pull it too tight. Just make sure it is in the right position, and the thread isn't tangled. And just keep on holding on to that. Now, in between here, we pick up a seed bead 11. That's when you're underneath the bugle here. I'm going to pick up a seed bead 11, and I'm going to go into the Swarovski again. Pull that through, get that. And now we're going to pick up another green seed bead and just pull that through. And we're going to pick up another seed bead 11. And we're going into the next bicone, and we're going to do this all the way around. So now we need another size 9/0 seed bead. So basically when you're in between the Swarovskis, you do a green one, and when you're underneath the bugle, you do a silver one. So that's a 9/0 here, just a little bigger. And you gotta make sure that that's in the right position, that that thread doesn't turn on you, because it sometimes does. You might have to hold it. It's giving me a problem right now. Might have to hold it to get it in the right position there. And then a silver one again. I'm underneath the bugle, so putting the silver one through there. And now a green one again. And a silver one. And a green one. And a silver one. And a green one. And now we're gonna add a less silver one. We're gonna just go into the Swarovski. And we're going to pull that green one out of there a bit. And we're gonna go into the bicone. So not into the green seed bead, just into the bicone. And then just pull that tight, get that one out of there, from in between there. And see if you can pull that a little bit tight so that will pop out a bit. And now we're going to go up the bugle. And now we're going to follow the beaded path to come together with this thread. That means I'm going that way. And here. And one more, and then my threads are together. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to triple knot it. Make sure that you stay in between those seed beads. 1, 2, carefully, and 3. Now when you got that done, you're going to take your needle and push it back 1 seed bead. And then you go down the bugle. And you're going to take your other thread, your end thread, pick that up, put it on the needle, and you're going into the bugle that's next to that. Okay, now we're going to pull the longest thread to make sure that that knot disappears a little bit, but if it doesn't, if it's in between your seed beads, it's okay too. It doesn't really matter because we're going to top this. So we're going to cut off our threads. 1, 2, and now you have to make another one with 5 bugles, and you have to make another one with 4 bugles. So do that. The 5 bugles have 10 bicones, and the 4 bugles have 8 bicones. So just do that, and pause me now, and I will show you the next step on how to put them together. Okay, let's put these together. You got a 6, you got a 5, and you got a 4. You need an ear hook, a head pin. This is 45 millimeters, but this is actually really big. I think 40 millimeters, or maybe even 35 would be sufficient. Just pick up a seed bead and a Swarovski, and then the 6th one with the 6 bugles, and you go right there in the middle. And we're going to pick up 2 Swarovskis. Pick up the one with the 5 bugles and go into the middle. And then do 2 more Swarovskis. Pick up the one with the 4 bugles and put that in the middle. And now we're going to get a Swarovski. And I'm going to use a size 11/0 Miyuki seed bead for this, because I think the green one would be too big on top. And now you need your round nose pliers. Twist that a quarter. Cut that off about 1 centimeter. And just turn that and make that into a loop. There. Got a nice loop. Close it up a little bit more. There. Now we're going to get the round nose pliers again for opening up the hook on the earrings. Put that on there and close that up. And there. Pretty simple, isn't it? Or do I just make it look simple? Nah, it's pretty simple. Now you got a pair of earrings. Got little Christmas tree earrings. I got them here with green seed beads, and here they are with the orange seed beads. I still want to make one with red seed beads in between. I wish I had 3 millimeter emerald. I think that would have been even nicer, but well, you can't win them all. And now, if you really like doing that, I would suggest you go to my main page and check out the ornament sized. See, let me show you the difference between the sizes right there. These are the ornaments for the Christmas tree. They also make really good presents for people. So all you need is like a little hook here to hang on the tree, and it would be a great Christmas ornament. I got this one in the original standard green, of course, and I also made this one as a snow tree, all white. These are 4mm Swarovskis that I used here, and the bugles that are used are 12mm. So it basically works the same. So if you had no problem with the earrings, I would say try the ornament. So it's a little bit more of an advanced tutorial, but you know, beginners, advanced. Might as well step up. Okay, bye guys, see you next tutorial.